Hey guys, and what's up TFS? It's your girl Funsize, and I'm back with another fun creation. Welcome to another episode on Self-ish, where we learn how to boost our self-confidence through self-discipline by breaking bad habits and unlearning what we were taught growing up. Welcome back to my podcast. Today, guys, we have a great topic for us. We're going to talk about creating habits that actually stick. So in today's episode, we'll explore the science of habit formation and discuss practical strategies for building habits that last. But before we get into that, let's jump in the intro. Okay, guys, so in a previous podcast, I mentioned to you guys there was an author by the name of David Riccio, or Riccio. I'm so sorry that it's spelled or pronounced wrong. I'll get the correct wording of it, but it is actually spelled Richo. This gentleman helped me throughout the year with my self-love journey by helping me learn to figure out what were triggers and what were cues. Hence today's podcast on why I'm helping you. The name of the book was How We Can Stop Reacting and Start Healing Triggers. And it was super significant for my journey. So today I'm going to start you off by saying it's essential to understand the three components of a habit: the cue, the routine, and the reward. If you listen to any of my previous podcasts, you will already know we've talked over the ultimate power of small wins and why it's so significant in celebrating small wins just as much as you celebrate your large wins. So learning to reward yourself and the components of a habit, we'll get into that. But let's start off with the first one that I said, a cue. So a cue triggers the habit, and the routine is the behavior itself. Whereas the reward reinforces the habit. So by understanding those components, we can create new habits and change existing ones more effectively. So for example, let's start off if you're a smoker, because I'm a smoker. So let's just start off with saying I'm not even a smoker. I'm a stoner. I don't smoke everything, and I can't smoke with everyone. I'm a stoner. 420 friendly for sure. So one of the examples I'm going to give you is, so they're saying a cue triggers the habit. So the habit is me smoking. I am triggered by that. Well, I'm going to cue that trigger or habit because I am literally probably in my car driving. So I get high anxiety when I'm driving. Or if I am just now getting off of work and I am rewarding myself. So the reward reinforces the habit of me being 420 friendly. The routine of me driving is the behavior itself from the habit that's being cued. The cue is the trigger from the habit. And the cue was me being on the damn road behind the vehicle. You understand? Which led to me being 420 friendly. But one of the most effective ways to build a habit is to start small and gradually increase the difficulty over time. So for example, again, well, not the same example, but another example, because I'm teaching y'all, so we just giving out examples. For example, if you want to start exercising regularly, that I was going to start off with that one, and it just came back to me, so I'm going to use it. If you want to start off exercising regularly, begin with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase the time and intensity as the habit becomes more established. If you are a writer, what I've taught my significant other is when you are at home, because she is literally trying to get her certification for becoming she's a doula right now. She's on the road to, I don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied with this, but I don't even know the name of the classes that she's doing, but I know it's to get her ass a certification, and that's her accountability buddy. My job is only to say, hey, did you do your homework today? So I'm going to definitely go back and get that information for y'all, but the example I'm giving when it comes to that scenario is I tell her, instead of getting overwhelmed with you having to do the paragraph itself, go back in and tell yourself, I'm going to do a sentence a day. So instead of feeling like, because she told herself, well, I want to make sure I have a paragraph a week. Well, instead of doing a paragraph a week, why don't you do a sentence a day? So by the time you get to those 7 days, you will already have that paragraph already written out. The trick is you have to teach yourself to do something that is, it has to be so little and significant to the point where when you have to do it on your to-do list, you look at it like, yo, I don't even know why I'm doing this. Like, why do I have to do this? Like, this ain't even worth it. That's when you know that you are actually creating habits that are sticking. Because if you have that mindset of, okay, well, I don't want to do that little one sentence, but you did that one sentence, by the time you get to the end of the week, all of those will already be done, and you are already achieving the things that you need to have achieved. That's why I'm telling you, create different habits and teach yourself now that you have to learn that It's difficult, yes, but over time, you can gradually increase the process that you're doing. And the most effective way to build that habit is to start small. Start small and then increase it over time. So what I told her is do one sentence a day. And then by the time I even told her for activities that she don't feel like motivated to do, like set a 5-minute timer for that one sentence that you're doing that day. Set a 5-minute timer, and I guarantee by the time that timer goes off, you're going to be so indulged in, I won't even say it on the first day. On the first day, when the timer go off, it's just going to be like, all right, cool, I can do this. It ain't as bad as I thought. By day 3 and 4, you will be looking at that time like, bro, give me an extra 5 minutes. Because I'm already on a go. I'm already in my bag. I'm already doing what I need to do. So you're motivated. You're inspired. You're going to keep going on the next day, the next day, the next day. And if you create this habit and reward yourself for creating this habit, because that's a small win that we will ignore. Some self-discipline that we are creating within ourselves, creating that 5-minute alarm clock, making sure we're getting up every day, making sure we're dressed, making sure we ate, making sure we sat down, and actually writing out that sentence. That's literally 6 damn things that you are literally making a habit and a routine out of that is so small and significant in your life that you don't even goddamn notice it, okay? You don't even notice it, but what you do notice is that large win when you get to the end of your goal and you feel accomplished. That's the only thing that we, give praises towards. But I'm not going to stress about that in this podcast because I already did it in 2 other podcasts. But I definitely want to keep stressing the significance of you staying consistent with your journey. And in order to stay consistent with your self-love journey, you have to understand that you got to learn new habits. You got to create a way for you to be able to boost your self-confidence through self-discipline, and understand that by building that self-discipline, you are training your mind and your body to be on one accord. Another critical factor in habit information, like I said, is consistency. So you want to make your habit a non-negotiable part of your routine. And when I say non-negotiable, you should already know what I mean when I say that. Meaning like there is nothing we can talk about in reference to what I'm about to do right now because it's already going to get done. This is a non-negotiable. It's not up for debate. It's not up for conversation or topic. It's already happening. So, and that needs to be part of your routine. And if you want to meditate every morning, you need to set aside a specific time and place for it and stick to it no matter what. Being consistent, like I said, actually taking those steps that you needed to take, those little 6 previous ones I had gave you as far as getting up, getting yourself together, getting dressed, and going down there to do the one sentence was the example, or the workout routine, or the book writer, or other examples that I gave. But like I'm telling you, set a specific time and place for it so you can be able to stick to it. Create that self-discipline within yourself so you know that you can honor yourself for showing up for yourself. You don't need validation through other people because you're already validating yourself, especially when you are learning to celebrate your small victories as much as you celebrate your large victories. So meditation is not easy for everyone. You understand? When I first started, I know for a fact, like, I couldn't do 10 minutes. I couldn't. The music wasn't my tempo. My spirit wasn't right. I was unmotivated to even do it. So what I taught myself to do is do 2 minutes a day. Do 2 minutes a day. And if you can do 2 minutes a day, then you already got it. You already teaching yourself self-discipline. The trick is not to set a timer. Oh, I have to do it 15 minutes. I have to do it 10 minutes. I got to make sure I do it for an hour. No, the trick is to do it. That's all you need to do is to do it. Like Nike. You feel me, my boy? No copyright infringements, but Nike. Like, you just need to do it. Don't second guess yourself. Don't question it. Don't sit over there and wonder, like, if this is something that you really need to do. Like I said, second guess it. Just do it. Set the timers and celebrate them damn small wins, because that is a win within itself right there too. Hey, I did it. Hey, I meditated. Hey, I cut on the music. Hey, I pulled out my yoga rug. Hey, I got the bottle of water. Hey, I got out of the bed. Hey, these are all small wins that we ignore on a day-to-day basis because we're so accustomed to it being in our daily routine. When in all actuality, you know how many people in this damn world right now have their own routine and it does not consist of that? Americans are literally the only one who care about, damn it, hygiene. That's why they get to other people in other countries get so upset when y'all say good morning. Nigga, what's good about it? Everything is good about it. You understand? Everything. And when you get to that mindset of, you know what, I need to start reshifting and reshaping the way that I think, everything will better be. And like, you feel what I'm saying? Life would just be better for you. Like, I take it with a grain of salt, the advice I'm giving to you. But if this ain't the first podcast you heard from me, obviously that advice is helping you somewhere down the line. So don't take it with a grain of salt. Get your ass up and go do what you need to do for you. Finally, last but not least, It's essential to stay motivated and accountable. Find a way to track your progress and celebrate your success along the way. Like I've stressed to you guys before, you need to write this stuff down. Grab yourself a journal and make sure everything is written out in a format that you and only you can understand. Share your goals with friends and family members who can provide support and encouragement. So not only are you on top of your game, you have other people that can motivate you, other people as an accountability partner, other people who can encourage you to keep going and help you celebrate those small wins. So when you do slip up and forget them small wins, you already confided into somebody who's already in the background over there motivating you. I can sit over here and tell my lady at the house, hey, I want to go get a new certification. Like, for example, when I wanted to become a body image coach, I literally had a whole presentation in my mind, even though I only sent her a text message with a link on the website of the lady thing that I was reading. Hey, this is what I want to do. You know, I don't know if I have the money for it, but I'm inspired by it and I know I want to do it. Literally, God got me through this when he knew for a fact I kept praying on it and this man came through. And not only did I not have to pay for the damn, the tuition for the course, they ended up giving me a $2,500 scholarship to go towards it, which literally covered the full payment. So I went from her sending me an email saying they might not be able to work with me to another email of her saying that, hey, I'm giving you a sponsorship to go on half of it, to a third email saying you don't got to pay for nothing. We got everything in order. And literally my lady at the house was literally right there celebrating with me because it was my small win. It's a small win. It's not a large goal. I didn't get the certification yet. I didn't even talk to the lady on the phone. We're emailing. I don't even know what a voice sounds like off of a podcast or a YouTube video or an Instagram video. You understand? So it's like that small win that I was able to bring her on board for is something that she allowed me to also have remembrance of. Like, you need to be mindful of this and you need to be aware of it. Like I gave y'all the example when it comes to her schoolwork and her being online with doing her essays and everything. Hey, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you write that sentence? Did you set that 5-minute timer? Like, I take pride in being her accountability partner, you understand? Because I know for a fact when it's something that I want to do, whether it's with a family member or a friend, she's the main one who has my corner. She's the main one who has my back. I won't even say has my corner, but she do have that corner on lock. You feel me? Like, no friends over here. But she be having my section where I need to be, and she be keeping me motivated and inspired to keep going. Even when I feel like I don't want to get up that day or discouraged, she constantly reminded me like, yo, you got this. I believe in you. I'm inspired by you. You motivate me. And that right there is why I'm stressing that you need to also have somebody in your corner who also can remind you of why you're doing this, when you started, how you got started, and why it's so significant for you to get to that end goal. So in conclusion, building habits that stick requires a combination of understanding the science of habits formation. And again, if you guys are like, what the hell are we talking about? I got so into this podcast, I don't even remember what the habits or the formations of. It's literally the cue, the routine, and the reward. A cue triggers the habit, the routine is the behavior itself, and the reward reinforces the habit. By understanding these components, you can create a new habit and change existing ones more effectively, okay? Because there's a lot of little habits y'all got right now that's existing that you need to get rid of because your flesh is over there being weak. Get him out of here, sisso. Get him out of here, brother. Like, get him out of here. You feel me? So start small, being consistent and staying motivated, and more importantly, accountable. You have to be accountable, my boy. You got to be accountable. With these strategies, you can create habits that will help you achieve your goals and improve your life. If you still need help with it, you already should know what to do. But if this is your first time here on the podcast, be sure to leave me a voice memo. If you are listening on Spotify, there is the 3 dots on the top right-hand side. You can go over and also swipe the page where the audio is, and it will literally ask you, well, how do you feel about this poll? Well, how do you feel about this podcast? And what did you learn from it? And it's literally engagement questions. You can also send me a voice note and give me some feedback, or if you would like some advice on a specific subject or topic, definitely let me know. I am here to help, not to hinder. With that being said, guys, I won't talk your ears off too much, even though that's what you are here for. I love you. Be great. And as I end all of my videos and podcasts, I am now going to drop the outro. Now, like I said, hopefully you learned something from this podcast as a takeaway. And if you are looking for more ways to fall in love with your self-love journey and you don't want to wait for a podcast, check me out over on my YouTube channel at Funsize Creations, where you can see me and all of my facial expressions and my shenanigans. You can also check me out over on TikTok at Funsize Photography, so you can check out some of my portfolio work, as well as I'm getting everything together with teaching you guys how to boost your self-confidence through creating self-discipline. So literally, that's the end of this podcast. I'll leave it right there, even though I'm going to add the outro right about now. With that being said, guys, if you are looking for help on your self-love journey, you are looking for an accountability partner or someone who can actually give you that little push that makes you feel like, if I just had that little bit of help, that little bit of energy, that little bit of courage, that step-by-step program and process that can help me, you are in the right place. And I want to say thank you for being a part of this team. With that being said, guys, I'm going to end this off how I end off all of my videos, by saying, be you, do you, and be true. But more importantly, remember, learn to love yourself before trying to love someone else. Get out of here and do one thing today that will get you out your comfort zone, because somebody has to say it. Later for now, guys, and brrr.